What's up, guys? Welcome back to another MCOC Alliance War. And once again, I'm taking my new path, which I start off out the middle and then branch off to the left. So first off, we have the unblockable first, and definitely was not expecting this Juggernaut. And this Juggernaut does have Mystic Dispersion, but it seems to be somewhere around rank 2 or rank 3. Maybe, so I guess that's what they were planning on. Maybe getting backed up and then Mystic Dispersion kicking in, a lot of Unstoppable, but I got backed up once, and I was thinking about baiting out that second special, but I figured I'd just go ahead and throw out my third special, so Power Lock 'em, Damnation. And I do land a heavy here just to get a tad bit of regen at the end of the fight, but it's pretty much over, one combo after that. And yeah, that was it for him. So a bit of an odd placement. I've never seen a Juggernaut there before, but yeah, I can't really complain. It's better than fighting Spider-Man or someone else with the special that's hard to block. So up next we have the enhanced ability accuracy, and so we have Age of Venom here, and I had a little bit more trouble than I should have fighting him, mostly because whenever I would parry him, I would wait to see if tenacity was going to kick in or not. So I didn't wait long enough there, and it did kick in, but as you see, that time it didn't kick in, so I was able to do my heavy. And I think the biggest issue that I had with this fight was I was relying too much on the parry, which isn't how I fight him in Alliance Quest. Of course, in Alliance Quest I have Wolverine, who all you have to do is just keep hitting him and then he randomly regens, so don't have to worry about trying to land a heavy attack. And it might be possible to land one at the end of his heavy attack, but you know, sometimes you have to dash back twice, other times you can just dash back once, so don't like to go off of that for his heavy like I do with certain other champs. But able to finish that off with a good amount of health, and then the next fight, I'm hoping for a Cosmic here, someone that I can regen off of, and it is a Carnage, so I was really happy to see this. Very surprised as well. I guess the person got a Carnage and was just really excited to use them, so threw him in right here. I really like this adaptive node. That was actually supposed to be a swipe back there. I don't know if anybody else has that issue, but I swiped back and he did a heavy attack instead. Luckily I didn't get hit. But yes, with the adaptive, I like doing the Fate Seal because that gives me a pretty good amount of power right afterwards. So it's like, depending on how long the fight goes on for before that, I at least get 1 bar of power, sometimes 2, even a full bar of power. Coming up for the Pessimist, I was not excited about seeing Dormammu. And so for this fight, I'm just trying to burn through all of my damnations, or not damnations, all of my judgments. So since he's bleed immune, I start with the bleed one first, and well, maybe not. I was thinking that I was firing off all of them, but I guess what I'm doing is I'm just doing the bleed and the fury one, and then go ahead and try to get the regen. So I got to get a parry in coming up, and you see the degeneration just taken away. So there you go, get the heavy attack and then do my third special. I could do it the other way around. I just don't want to miss out on getting the regen just in case I don't get that heavy attack in before Damnation runs out. But yes, after firing off that special, you see that he was power locked for a good amount of time, so I was able to get a lot of hits in without him gaining any power. Didn't have to bait any more specials after that. Then next up we have a Nightcrawler, and sometimes I have issues with him. Most times I don't. It just depends on how he's fighting, if I can get him to switch stances or not. In the last war, I don't know if you saw the last war, you saw that I was fighting Nightcrawler using an unawakened Nightcrawler using Ghost Rider, and I got him to switch stances and then accidentally made him switch right back. So a little bit of bad luck right there. And as you can see, I still have 0 judgments on him. Still trying to figure out a way to get him to switch stances because he's not cooperating, not dashing back and blocking. So since I was at my 3rd special already, I just figured I'd go ahead, get a little regen in, and fire off that 3rd special instead of wasting it. So all that time trying to get him to switch stances, and he pretty much switches on his own, just dash back and hold. Didn't even have to attack him, but I hit him one time just to make sure that he held that block. So at this point, I'm just trying to build my judgments back up, and as you see, that one failed. Tried the heavy attack, that failed as well. So I'm just not having any too much luck with these at the time. I finally got that one, and I can start doing some regen before the fight ends. Almost got clipped there. I don't know what I was thinking. Only dashed back once, and at the last second I dashed back a second time to avoid the second part of that heavy attack. So finished it off close to half health, so not too bad considering how low I was with my health. So this one is the stun immune, and so I bring in my Captain America because he will have perfect block throughout the fight, or mostly perfect. Every now and then, because it is only one permanent buff, he will take a little bit of damage, but as long as Nightcrawler keeps putting on all of his buffs, then I will have perfect block throughout. As you can see, I was able to get him to switch stances pretty quickly, but not before taking I think it was a 4-hit combo. But once I got him to switch stances, I knew the fight was pretty much over. Just need to bait out the specials, and I probably shouldn't let him get this close to a 3rd special, but I was getting backed up, and he's just not firing off that 2nd special as quickly as I would like him to. But about to end the fight here. Just need a few more hits, and this fight is over. And then moving on to the mini boss, who is debuff immune. So I'm thinking that it's going to be a magic. So I say, hey, bring in Gwenpool, and it's not. It's a Nightcrawler again, and just start off very, very bad in this fight. Just not doing well at all with Gwenpool. Trying to get him to back up and switch stances, and also trying to get my combo up in case he doesn't switch stances, but I get cornered pretty quickly, just go into panic, fire off a special, just praying to hit him, but of course he evaded all of it, and now I'm just swinging for the fences, trying to get as much damage in as possible, and I get KO'd. So I was going to bring in Captain America again, but I figured I want to save Cap for the boss, who is Dormammu. So I brought in Ghost Rider to get as much damage as possible, and as you can see, I'm getting cornered. Almost got him to switch stances there, but didn't get it and once again there. So getting a little frustrated. It's like just one split second away from him switching stances, and he evades, and finally got him to switch there. And so now I'm just like, let me try to get all my judgments in, because what I was thinking was, once I did my third special, because he's immune, then all the judgments will go away. But I found out that when facing a node that is immune, you can only use your judgments once. All your judgments you can only use once, because they will not reset after you do your third special. So in case you didn't know, like I said, I didn't know. So up to 3, just need 1 more, and then I will do the heavy attack followed by the third special. So there you go, just got the Fury one. So look for opportunity, and found it as soon as he used his first special, dash back twice and go into that heavy attack. So now I was expecting that to reset, but like I said, it stays at 6 for the duration of the fight, doesn't reset. But I got the regen in, and as you can see, my health is just climbing all the way up, able to fire off another third special. Something that also I forget about Ghost Rider is, if you don't power lock the opponent, you do give them power from your third special, which has caused me some trouble in the past. I forget that it does generate power if you don't power lock. So obviously, since he is completely immune from debuffs, the power lock didn't happen. But luckily I didn't push him into a third special, so I didn't have to worry about that. I let my teammate get first crack at Dormammu, and then I figured I'd come in and chip off as much as I could with Ghost Rider. Definitely wasn't expecting to win this fight at all, and I was trying to dash back, but seemed like I just couldn't get out of his reach. I thought they were going to shorten Dormammu's reach in the last update, but it seems like they extended it just a little bit. I don't know. And I'm trying to figure out a time where I could get a heavy attack in, but it's pretty hard with Dormammu, because sometimes, you can see there, sometimes you can dash back once and be out of the way of this heavy attack, and other times you have to dash back twice. And right there, just mistimed evading that second special and got caught by it. So come in with Captain America, and the strategy here is to just block. Only evade the heavy attack, block everything else, and try my best not to trigger dexterity. Already triggered it at least once in this fight, and luckily I didn't get hit with that degeneration. As you can see, getting backed up here, but not to worry, I was able to fight out of the corner a little bit. No point of doing the second special, because Dormammu is bleed immune, and good to hold on to that for when I get backed up. I can just fire off the third special instead of just trying to constantly evade his heavy attacks while cornered. So push him into the second special, but not to worry, like I said, have that perfect block, so blocked all that, fire off that special, give myself some room, and just right back to it. So I could, if I wanted to, evade the second part of that first special and not trigger dexterity, but I figured I'd just go ahead and block it. It gives not a lot, just a tiny bit of power as well. Like I said, I'm trying to constantly build to the third special and use it when it is necessary. So triggered dexterity there, and finally got degeneration, so that is taken away at 171. Luckily this is only a 4-star, not a 5-star. I'm pretty sure if this was a 5-star that probably would have killed me. And once again cornered, so fire off that, and now I just need a few more hits and I can end this fight. So did a lot better than what I was expecting facing Dormammu, but like I said, it was just a 4-star instead of a 5-star. We did end up winning this war. We had, I think it came down to 2 boss kills to 2, but we ended up getting more exploration and a lot more defensive kills. But that is going to do it for this war. Thanks for watching, guys.